Hey, it's Sam the Eagle. Oh, man, don't you hate it when you spill credits on the carpet? That stuff never comes out. Boy, Edna really shattered the glass ceiling, didn't she? Dear Jonas Brothers, but especially Nick. Oh, nice plastic chair.
What are you doing, Janice? You haven't had your nose out of those papers for an hour now.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what courses to take next term.
I have to do that, too. What are you taking?
Well, I have to fill one science requirement, and English.
And jazzercise.
And I want to take home economics.
Home economics? Why in the world
Joaquin
do you want to
Phoenix.
take home ec?
Why? Well, because that's something I'm going to need to know. And so are you. We have to learn sometime, Carol.
I'm learning something about homemaking right now.
I'm knitting my burial
Mommy
shroud.
teach us how to keep house and cook and sew and everything we'll need to get by on.
As soon as
But I
Dad lets her out of the
want to get
basement.
by. If I'm going to be a homemaker the rest of my life,
Dream
I
big.
want to know what I'm doing.
So do I. But personally, I think it's a waste of time to take home ec. What can they teach you in home ec classes that you can't learn right here at home or pick up after you get married?
Or on the
Well,
streets.
I don't know, but there's some things I'm sure.
If you find out what it is, you tell me.
All right, I will find out.
I'm gonna make you eat those words.
Well, since you teach home ec, Miss Jenkins, could you tell me what I could learn in home ec that I can't learn at home?
Well, first of all, let's admit one thing, Janice.
Being a woman
If your mother's
sucks.
going to run her own household and keep up on all the latest developments and teach you and your sister all there is to know about homemaking...
And sexually satisfy your
she's going
father.
to be a pretty busy woman. To tell you the truth, Janice,
I couldn't give a rat's
you need
ass.
to know more than just how to run a house or an apartment. You need to know why as well as how. Now, let's take a look
At a list
some
of
the
careers you're
courses
not
you
allowed to
could take
pursue.
and see what might help you. In the courses that deal with the preparation of meals,
Hard at work in the
you learn
KFC
more
test
than just how
kitchen.
to cook. You will also study
For God's sakes, Lauren, use a
fundamental
fork.
principles of food buying,
Edward Meathands.
food handling,
Food purging.
and of course, the preparation and serving of family meals.
French
Meals
fried
that are
potatoes.
planned to meet the individual needs of your family. You'll understand the nutritional problems of your family and each individual better after you've had courses in food and nutrition and studied the food requirements of the body and the composition and nutritive values of different foods.
Such as gravy and salted butter.
The needs and personality of each individual in your family will likewise determine the type of clothing you should purchase or construct.
Yeah, I should probably try this on first.
In clothing courses, you'll study the psychology of clothing,
Is this top Freudian or
history
Jungian?
of costume, and the techniques of dress designing.
Gypsy, who is this woman you have shrunk?
You'll learn to recognize common fabrics and to distinguish one textile from another.
Wicked!
Present-day textiles cannot be selected with confidence just by casual examination because there are so many new man-made fibers and new finishes for the old, familiar, natural fibers.
What is she doing?
It's a proud moment when you finally step before the mirror in something you've constructed.
Like a civic center.
Because you'll see not only the garment, but a person who is better prepared to select
Does this
or
make my
construct
butt look
clothing
big?
suitable for each member of your future family. And as you prepare for the future, you should recognize that your first home may be a trailer,
Courtesy of FEMA.
or it may be your dream home. In either case, you'll be able to make your home more attractive, more
There,
suitable
now
for your
Sputnik
family
can't watch me
if you
undress
studied home
anymore.
decoration. Learn to distinguish between furniture styles and qualities. Practice combining different types of fabrics, colors, textures to find the effective
This should cover up
ways
the
of
bloodstains
using
pretty
whatever's
well.
available. You know, many boys as well as girls are enrolled in home economics courses.
And theater.
They too need to learn house designs, decorator colors, and money management.
You think it's okay we're building on an Indian burial
And
ground?
when it comes to managing that home, you'll need to understand the principles of money management. How to use most advantageous...
The shaft is ray shielded, so you have to use proton torpedoes.
But of course, your real success or failure as a homemaker will be determined by your ability to develop good family relationships.
Any given Saturday at the Jim Jones Ranch.
The enrollment of both boys and girls in family relationship classes has shown that we're all becoming more and more aware
Of life's futility.
of the advantages of preparing for marriage. Courses in child
Do not
development
try to
help
bend the
prepare
spoon.
you for the
That's
task of
impossible.
guiding the child's physical, mental, and emotional development. Children need help in such
No,
things
you can't
as
pay for
learning the
food with
principles
Legos,
of money
honey.
management, taking responsibility for their decisions, and adjusting
Bravo
social
Company will take the
situations.
beach while Fox Company scares the
Home
machine gun
economics
nest.
Training teaches ways of developing democratic practices within the
Wednesday
home,
is Billy's day to empty the septic tank.
and encourages you to take an active part in
And I told
community
Congress
affairs
thanks,
to
but
protect
no
the
thanks
interests
to
of
that
your
bridge to
family and
nowhere.
share your education with others as well. Does that help answer your question, Janice?
Oh,
No.
I should say it does. Why, if anyone is going to be married and be a homemaker, it'd be foolish not to take home ec. But what if I don't get married? What good will all this do me then?
Well, that's something for you to consider, all right.
Especially with
You may
that
not
hair.
get married. Not right away, at least.
Not until you've filled out a
You
little.
probably will go on to college first, and then maybe even work for a while.
If you need to get it out of your
If
system.
you do have an opportunity to go on to college, you'll be able to continue your home ec training on a higher level. The home ec courses you've taken in high school will provide a good foundation for the more advanced work in college.
Like working with the Super Collider.
You'll see the relationship of your home ec
Okay,
training and the many other
first
courses
we
you'll take
mix
in
this
college.
sodium
For instance,
phosphide with water
the
and...
relationship between a
Uh-oh.
college chemistry course
Yeah,
and
oh,
what you've
that's not
already
good.
studied about
Okay,
the chemical
everyone, please
composition
clear
of
the
new
room.
fabrics. Bacteriology will be more interesting.
So,
because
we
you've
have a
been
running
concerned with
monkey
bacteria and
here,
fungi.
a snake, and
And the
this is
same
a
will be
pork
true of
tenderloin
other
right here.
courses. Sociology.
Welcome to Being
economics,
Caucasian
and
101.
psychology.
Please open your textbooks
For
to
home
Chapter 1,
economics
White
training
Privilege.
shows
How
you
can
to
it work
use
for
all
you?
your education to improve your living conditions.
Oh, archival
And when
footage
you
of a
graduate
Hitler
from
Youth
college,
March.
There will be many professional opportunities awaiting you if you become qualified in the field of home economics.
That is one big thermometer.
Home economists are urgently needed as teachers in secondary schools and college,
You're showing a bit of wrist there, Denise. Let's cover that up.
in extension work,
What are they doing?
and in nursery schools.
You're gonna climb the parapets of pain, young lady, and you're gonna like it!
Businesses which specialize in selling goods and services to the homemaker need personnel with home economics training.
So, Tupperware parties require college degrees
While
now.
dietitians are in great demand as directors of food service in hospitals and other institutions,
And the hamster is still dead.
social service agencies utilize home economists.
Tell
in the
me again
development
how
of
his
their
hand got
programs.
glued to his shoulder?
If you have scientific interests or technical skills,
Then you're not a
there's
woman.
demand for laboratory technicians in nutrition, foods, and textile research.
Okay, sperm count looks good.
In the newspaper and magazine field, there are fine opportunities for writers who have a working knowledge of home economics.
Dateline, November 3rd. Husbands expect dinner on the table when they get home from work.
And in radio and television, there
8
are
years at UCLA
opportunities for
studying
home
video
economists
production, and I'm
who have
stuck
the
here filming
necessary
some home ec
training and
graduate
capabilities.
rolling meatballs.
And so you see, Janice, regardless of what the future may hold in store for you,
Looks
your
like
home
she
ec
owns
training
every
will
book
be
on
of
home
value to
economics
you.
ever published.
You'll always be faced with the problems of maintaining a home for yourself. And you will find that your home ec training has given you an understanding of how to be a better homemaker.
Yeah, she must have constructed that
both
shirt
for
herself.
yourself and for others who depend upon you. And that's something worth thinking about.
I will think about it, Miss Jenkins, and thank you.
You're welcome, Janice. Come back again anytime.
Please don't shut me in here.
What can they teach you in home ec classes that you can't
Get
learn
out of my
at
head,
home
Carol!
or pick up after you get married? If you find out, you tell me.
Just wait till I get home and see Carol. What I won't tell her.
That night, Janice did tell Carol, and the disagreement escalated into a confrontation that left Carol dead. Janice is currently serving a life sentence in the Bradford Hills Correction Center for Women.